All right. Good morning, everyone. And first of all, thank you for being here. I think we are, like Arvind said, we are really excited to present some cool stuff that we are prepared to show today. And on to the second topic of the day, which is the AI agent version 2 with all the cool enhancements that we have done to the AI agent during the course of last 6 months and about a year. So I'll go over some of those. Before I get started, I'll start with a quick show of hands. How many of you are engaged in an AI project in your enterprise, in your business right now? Okay, now the next question, how many of you think these projects are going well, you're getting the benefits that you are intending to get out of it? All right, yeah, so there's a huge gap, right? So the intent today is to see how, like, we all get AI has huge promise. There's a lot of potential that AI could deliver, but the foundation for the AI needs to be right for it to deliver the value that you can get at the end of it. Otherwise, those projects will be stalled or they could just fail at the end of it. So with the eGain AI agent, our goal is very simple. So what we want to do is to make sure the enhancements that we've done to the AI agent eliminate the risks of the CX automation that you're trying to enable within your business, and you're hitting your AI goals at the end of this presentation. So that is really the goal for today's presentation that I'm going to give. I'll give you a quick preview of what I'm going to cover as part of the presentation. So Ashu touched upon the different challenges that AI poses today in terms of rolling out in CX automation. So I'll kind of briefly preview those challenges. Then we'll go over the AI agent version 2 of the product with all the cool capabilities that we've built into the product, and I'll go over the demos. So this time around, I think we've decided to show the demos here because I think that's where we can show all the cool things first, and then you can kind of go and deep dive into those at the demo station. So that's really the goal. So a demo of the AI agent for contact center along with how to set up the AI agent. So that's the third thing I'll cover. And the last thing is how exactly are we kind of addressing these challenges that we're talking about in the AI agent version 2. So that's really the objective of my talk. The first thing Ashu talked about is the challenge is the current AI solutions are all probabilistic, and there's no determinism. When you ask a question, will it say the same thing the second time around? So that's the first problem in rolling out customer experience automation with AI today. The second is, again, actions is the talk of any AI agent. You will see cool AI agents doing things where it's doing things for you, automating the heck out of the use case. But can we do that in CX? No, because you need a lot of determinism for rolling out something like that in an AI agent in a customer experience scenario. So we'll talk about that. The third thing is, again, I think there are a lot of business groups within your business that are doing AI. And prompt is a key aspect of any AI solution that's out there. But there's no enterprise level control on prompts today that's available within your business. And while we work with customers, we see they struggle on managing some of those prompts. How can those really be organized and managed in a centralized place? So that's another challenge. And the last, and to me, which is, I believe, the most important one, which is system-level quality assurance of what your AI is saying when the business is asking questions to the AI with the content that you have. So that, to me, is the biggest challenge working with clients who have, I believe, right now reached the phase 2 of their AI rollout. So I'll quickly go over that, the system end-to-end quality assurance framework that we've introduced. Okay, now a quick preview of the eGain AI Agent version 2. So what are so I believe we announced eGain AI Agent about a year ago at this very event with customer self-service as our first scenario for the AI agent. So, and we showcased it, and there was a lot of promise, and a lot of customers like the product, and they wanted to see it more in an agent-facing scenario. So that's an enhancement that we've done to the product, where we introduced the AI agent for contact center edition of it. Most of these capabilities that are highlighted here apply for both self-service, and they do apply for contact center as well. So these are basically the core capabilities of the AI agent. So one of the fundamental thing is the AI agent needs to be backed by trusted knowledge. And the eGain AI agent is integrated out of the box with the trusted knowledge. So that's the first thing off the bat. Without that, no AI solution is going to work for you. So that's the first thing. The second is we've introduced deterministic reasoning with our very old 20 years technology, which is case-based reasoning, which even today still holds good for even in the AI world that we live in today. So that's the second. Assured actions. Now, how do you ensure that you actually can roll out actions that can do things for your agents, for your customers, and not be worried about it doing the wrong thing within the enterprise? Because in demos, it looks good, but what if it is updating a wrong customer record? You cannot take that risk as a business. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing I'll talk about is composable context. So context is important. So what's the difference between an AI agent and a conversational bot that's responding with FAQs, essentially? So there has to be a difference. So in our opinion, the composable context is the one that's going to make most difference in terms of delivering AI agents that will give the value at the end of it. So I'll kind of cover that with an example, and that will strike you the idea of what I'm talking about. The next thing we've introduced is agentic APIs with A2A support. Again, as you are rolling out a lot of these capabilities, there are a lot of other agentic applications that you're working with in your business, right? So there's other groups. It's not that your group is the only one working on AI agents. So how do you integrate eGain's agentic capabilities into your other enterprise agents? So that's another capability that we've introduced. The next thing is multi-language support. Again, it's a huge ask. It's a huge plus for our customers. We've now introduced about 25 languages, which will now be supported with the AI agent. And the last thing I'll talk about is the system-level Q&A. Okay. So in the customer self-service arena, one of the enhancements we've added, which is a key one, is the intelligent voice assistant. So the eGain AI agent can now be on a call in your IVR, and it will automate your IVR call using the same AI agent capabilities that you're going to see demonstrated at some of our stations, where it will answer your questions, it will take actions, it will do transactions for you using the same AI agent capabilities, but inside an IVR. So it's delivering deflection off the bat in your self-service scenario. For the contact center, I think I would best cover it in a demo, which will kind of take it end to end, where it is going to do real-time transcription. It's listening to the call. It is determining the intent of the call, and it is guiding the agent with accounting for the agent proficiency, the agent profile, and it's automating the entire end-to-end call experience for your agent. So I have a demo for it, and which would strike the idea more than anything that I can tell you. So the demo is going to have Salesforce as the desktop. So one of the improvements that we did in the version 2 is we've integrated with all the popular CRM and CCaaS platforms that we see within the enterprise. So it's integrated out of the box. So there is no need for you to do additional work to integrate those platforms and bring those platforms together. So what I'm going to demo is Salesforce integrated with Genesis, where an agent is taking a call and the AI agent is helping the agent on the call with its guidance, real-time listening, and intent determination. Okay, so this is the Salesforce desktop where the agent is going to take a call. It has Genesis embedded in it for taking the call. So the agent is on the call. The AI agent is on the right embedded, where it is listening, transcribing the call. It has detected it is a fraud detection call. It has formulated the question for you. How do I file a fraud claim for an unrecognized credit card charge? It is actually giving you structured guidance. It's not doing the AI, the model-based reasoning. It is giving structured guidance because it's a important flow that cannot go wrong, and hence it's sticking to structured guidance. And based on the call, the customer is now asking for a new question, hence it has redetermined the intent, where how do I enable notifications? So, and now it has formulated the next question on the call. It is now guiding the agent again through the second question, second intent that was determined on the call, and it's giving you the answer right away, which the agent can use. So, and one of the key things here is you see there's the knowledge portal, which was integrated along with this whole guided experience. So if you look at it, it's basically bringing together your CCaaS, it's bringing together your CRM, it's bringing together your call in a single pane of glass, and the knowledge as well. So the last bit it did was it generated the AI summary, it detected the sentiment of the call, and it's also doing a compliance check of the call itself, saying, was the ID verification done? Was the fraud reporting done? Were the security protocols followed? So all those compliance policies that you have, you could pretty much bake into the AI agent and it will do it for you. So imagine the life of an agent that's handling a call with this powering your contact center. So that's really the vision we have. And one of the anecdotes I'd like to share with you, when we shared this with customers and prospects for early preview, and even analysts for that matter. So one of the questions we asked them was, is the lag in the real-time transcription a concern for an experience like this? And the question we got back is, can you guys imagine what is the time needed to get to the right answer in the contact center? So the transcription and lag is not really the problem that you guys are solving. It's more on getting to the right answer with the right experience for the agent. So that's AI agent for contact center. Now the next thing I'll show is how easy it is to set this whole thing up. Right, so now I'm going to go over a setup experience for this, where we're going to set up this AI agent that I used within the eGain AI agent configuration console. So we're creating an AI agent. We're pointing it to a portal, which is your knowledge, right? We can point it to a portal, we can point it to a topic, a subtopic, multiple portals within your business. It's being trained on the specific content. You can also train the AI agent with specific intent, so that based on the call transcript, it can detect the right intent on the call, so that it goes to the right portion of your guidance and it gives you the right answer. You can also test the AI agent with some test questions that you have within this console. You can theme it, brand it based on the business requirements that you have. And you can connect it to your CCaaS, CRM platforms right here. So our claim is that with this integrated experience, we're basically connecting the most complex systems within the contact center. It's your CRM, it's your CCaaS, it's your knowledge, delivering experience with a single pane of glass, all integrated in one desktop that the agents can use. And earlier, I believe this would have taken you months to get it together. We've done it in hours, but I will be conservative and I'll say we can do it in days, is essentially what we are saying. But for the first customer that we enabled this, we did it in an 1-hour call along with the customer. So just to put it in perspective. Okay. So what does it take to get to an AI experience where you are getting the value out of it at the end of your AI project that you're working on? What are the things that you should look for, and how eGain AI agent basically enables meeting all those problems and challenges that we talked about upfront, right? So I'm saying the foundational thing here is answer accuracy, which is solved according to Gartner, and Ashu quoted this, and with the level of confidence that they quote. Without trusted knowledge, no AI agent is going to work. So that is the foundational thing that you need to have as the starting point, and Arvind covered it in his presentation on how we are automating that whole experience of knowledge management. Because as we work with customers, we found knowledge management is not easy. So, and since it's a foundational element of AI, that's the first thing you need to work on before you go on to your AI projects. We're not saying you cannot start, but start with the knowledge that you trust, not with the knowledge that you have. So that's the foundational thing that you need to start. Working with customers, one of the things that we found, and again, it was not very obvious that it's one of the points we need to highlight, but working with customers, what we found, they tried to roll out AI with their existing AI agents, the co-pilots, or the platforms that they have today, where within the CCaaS or the CRMs, where they have AI solutions, but none of them worked for them because they were not backed by the deep integration with the trusted knowledge. So that's something that when we went in, we connected to the knowledge that they have, which they trust. They started getting the answers that they need. Again, it's not ideal. I'll get to that part of the story as well. But the foundational element is the trusted knowledge and that connection with the trusted knowledge. So without that, you cannot start your AI journey. Now, the next thing I'll talk about is deterministic reasoning. So the model-based reasoning is all good, but in a CX space, you need determinism for problems where there's high risk. So where it needs compliance, it needs consistency, it needs correctness. You cannot risk it for the model to reason and respond the right way. And there have been instances where one of the clients, I think, they were testing the early version of instant answers, and one of the questions was, can I get a refund in XYZ scenario? And the AI agent just responded saying, yes, sure, you can get a refund, which was not the right answer. Again, it's not the AI that's wrong, it's really the knowledge that it's being fed has those inconsistencies because of which it's saying, yeah, sure, you can get the refund. So in scenarios where there is a compliance risk, there's a consistency risk, determinism is needed. And the solution for that, we are saying, is the deterministic reasoning way we have introduced in the AI agent using our case-based reasoning technology. So you cannot just rely on the model-based reasoning. You have to blend the deterministic reasoning and the model-based reasoning based on the intent that the AI agent is addressing. So if it's a low-risk intent, then sure, you can go and do it based on model-based reasoning. But if it's a high compliance, high risk use case, you should fall back to deterministic reasoning, which is case basis. So in this case, I think the call is about verifying a transaction on a declined charge on the account, and it's following deterministic reasoning where it's using a case base to ask the right questions on the call so that the agent follows the right flow. Now, one of the key things the case-based reasoning provides you is you can adjust it based on agent's proficiency. So based on if an agent is a tenured agent, you could shorten the guidance. If the agent is a new agent that has joined, you could make it elaborate so that each and every step within the guidance has been followed. And the key thing is you can build this case base, you can plug it into your AI agent, and it will just work. So that is a solution that you'll see us demonstrating on the demo floors. And I believe Arvind demonstrated this, where I know case-based creation is not an easy task, but with AI it has become easy because you can now take a procedure that you trust, that your knowledge, your system, SMEs have written, and you can convert that into a flowchart which can then be imported into a case base. So that process of capturing knowledge is really the key, and then you can transform that into a flowchart which can then become into a case base. The same you can do with conversations. If you have your star agents who handle conversations and you have not really automated the knowledge, you could use those conversations to then automate capturing of the knowledge and hence the case base that gets created at the end of it. So, and you could also do it for your high volume transactions where there's a high volume on a particular topic on a call. You could automate the whole flow and you don't have to rely on model-based reasoning for those use cases. So that is the power of the deterministic reasoning. Now the next topic that we touched upon, actions. Like the AI agents obviously are powerful, they are transactional, they can take a lot of actions, but wrong actions are business risks. You cannot roll out wrong actions within the CX space. That's something we talked about, and hence we don't see any adoption of actions within the AI agent space today. And the solution to that is assured actions, which again, we are again using our technology for case-based reasoning, where what we're doing is the actions are powerful, where given a conversational question, can you update my CRM? Can you get my order details? Could you send a message, or could you pull this information from your backend system? So the conversational interface is what the AI agent brings up, but you need to have that assurance layer in the front so that it's doing the right thing. And how would you do that? By putting a human in the loop where you're confirming. Are you trying to update your CRM record? Are you trying to pull an information from your order system? So that human in the loop is what we've introduced with the assured actions, and that will make actions trustworthy for you to roll within your CX space. I'll cover it with an example. So here, this is an AI agent where it's, again, you're submitting a claim for dispute on for a charge, and if you look at it, it's actually asking you questions to confirm that you want to start a dispute on a charge, and then it's going ahead and taking that action using the AI, conversational AI capabilities to file a claim and get that end-to-end automation that you're desiring from your AI agent, but with the assured actions in the loop, with the human confirming, so there's no risk of rolling out this automation into your contact center. So that's assured actions. Now the third thing is prompt management. Again, I'm sure you've dealt with prompts when you're trying to work on your personal work or for anything that you're doing within the business. So prompts are, for a business, prompts, the context, the models that are being used are your IP now. So there needs to be a centralized management place where you actually are putting your prompts, you're versioning them, you're managing them. Today, that doesn't exist within the enterprise. And we're saying the eGain AI knowledge platform has that capability where you could host all your prompts there, and it comes with all the guardrails that are needed for you to roll out prompts within your enterprise. So it gives the right governance that is needed. And the reason I'm saying this is we've been working with customers on tuning their one-shot answers, the conversational responses they get on AI agents, and even a slightest change of a prompt or even a change to the model changes the responses that you're getting at the end of the conversation. So the model being used, the prompt being used, the context being fed, all of them are important for the answers that you're getting at the end of it. And what we're saying is we provide centralized prompt management, context management, and model management, where you can host your prompts, you can govern your prompts, you can version them, you can get them reviewed, so that if a prompt is changing, you can actually get an SME review what's the impact of that change on the answers you're delivering at the end of it before it gets rolled into production. So that's something that we provide in the platform. I'll talk about composable context in depth with an example in the next slide, so I'll cover that there. One of the frequent asks that we get is how can we, again, we support popular models that are out there, but there are use cases where we want to bring your own model, we want to host your own model. So we do support that model where you can host your own model, but still leverage all the AI knowledge automation that Erwin showcased, all the contact center automation that I showcased, with the CX automation story that I showed you. So all of that is possible with your own model. So the key there is the way we've brought it together. You still get that end-to-end integrated experience with the eGain AI agent. One other thing that I missed, we also have a best practice prompt library that you can start with, whether it is your whether you're using the prompts for your knowledge content, you're using it for metadata management, or you're using it to control the brand voice. Like you want the AI agent to say, call out the responses in a certain tone, in a certain business requirements that we have. So we have that ability to manage those prompts within the platform as well. Whether also prompts that are used for response generation, is it, if it's a one-shot answer, is it a conversational answer? So all the prompts that you need within the enterprise while you are rolling out CX automation, we have a place where you can go and manage those, govern those, and be compliant with before you roll out those changes. So one of the key things that we've introduced with the version 2 of AI agent is the composable context. So context is key for a rich AI agent experience. So without context, the AI agent is going to ask you obvious questions, which will just sound like any other chatbot that was out there a few years ago. But with context, it is a powerful tool to have. The problem with context is it is unstructured. So for AI to understand the context, it needs words, because it understands language. So what we've come up with is, this is essentially an article, which is basically bringing together a profile of a customer, saying this is the customer, this is the profile of the customer, these are the credit card, these are the loans, and it has descriptions of that context, and the information that you're seeing on the right is actually being pulled from Salesforce CRM, where it's pulling the record of that customer and it's populating this profile for the customer. And when this customer is chatting with the AI agent, it's going to use this article as the context. So you can imagine the questions it will ask based on this will be very different from if it does not have this context. So this makes the AI agent powerful because it now has context. So if you look at the right, it's actually asking which of the transactions are you trying to dispute, which is based off the context it pulled from your backend systems in a structured way so that the AI agent can use that to respond. So that's composable context. You'll see that on the demo floors with some cool use cases that we have baked in. And the last, and to me not the least, and we have painfully lived this, is the end-to-end system quality assurance of the answers that you're getting with the AI solution you have out there. So the gap there is, AI poses a unique challenge because it's not deterministic. If I'm asking a question, it may not answer the same way every time, which is not the problem we've had before. Now, if it's a prompt that you're trying just for yourself, it's fine. But within a business where these responses are going to go in front of agents, in front of customers, what the AI is saying matters. And you need an end-to-end loop to see if the question being asked and the answers you're getting are consistent, compliant, and they are consumable for your enterprise before it goes out there. So what we've introduced is a framework that allows you to do that. So I'll give you one customer experience while dealing with I believe they rolled out instant answers, and the first level of first phase of instant answers that they rolled out, they were getting 40% accuracy on their answers. Again, backed by the trusted content, that is there in the knowledge base, backed by the questions that the users are asking at the front end, but they're getting 40% accuracy. That's because there's inconsistencies within the knowledge base, the knowledge it's pointing to, the way the question is being asked. So we need a way for us to surface those problems in an easy way so that we can tune those. So that's essentially what this tool does. And with this, we were able to achieve 100% accuracy for that particular customer to roll out the instant answers for them. So we are introducing the Prism Eval, which is a quality assurance framework for AI agent, where it will do a system-level quality validation of your answer accuracy before it gets rolled out to your end users. So that it enables you to test the accuracy of the AI system end-to-end, starting from your search, to your the answers that are being generated, whether it is one-shot answers or conversational answers. So, and it's basically a pipeline. If your accuracy of search is good, then your accuracy of one-shot answers is going to be good. If your accuracy of one-shot answers is good, then your conversational answers are going to be good. So it is an incremental optimization. So you need to get the knowledge right for you to get your AI right end-to-end. So without that, it's not going to work. So what is this optimization framework? So basically, we collect ground truth information. What are those questions that you're trying to answer with this AI solution they're building? What is the ideal articles from which it should answer? What is the ideal references within the articles that it should use? What is the ideal answer that you're expecting at the end of it? So with that ground truth, we feed it into the Prism optimization framework, and it will run through the whole loop where you're indexing your content, we're retrieving the content, we're generating a response for your question, and we're analyzing against some standard metrics that some of it we've defined, some of it are in the industry standards, and we're assessing, is this a success? Is there no answer generated? Is it inaccurate? And based on your percentage accuracy, it's not good to go, or it's good to go based on what we find at the end of it. Now, what do we do with the not generated answers and inaccurate answers? So they feed back into the process where sometimes you'll need to adjust your knowledge for it to give you accurate answers. Like I said in the example that I shared, where it's saying, yeah, sure, you're eligible for a refund, but you're not, because the content that is being fed into the AI is having inconsistent information in it, because of which it's saying, sure, you're eligible. So you need to go fix that content. For most of the inaccurate responses, that's what we see, where the knowledge is either it's not the right knowledge that you're focused on, or the knowledge itself is inconsistent and you need to fix it. And which I think Arvind in his presentation covered some of the ways you could do it using the AI automation that we're introducing. Now, the next thing you could tune is indexing. So now the way your content is indexed, we have ways to control that. We have configurations, controls within the platform to control that. How are you retrieving? So sometimes the questions could be highly conversational. How do I change the phone number on my so-and-so account versus it could be change phone number? So how do you retrieve the content, and what are the semantic weights? What are the keyword-based weights that you can tune those to make sure it adapts to the search, the way your users are searching. Because we can't really test the system with benchmarks that are out there, because it really depends on how your users are asking the question, how are they framing the question. So all that matters for you to get the answer accuracy at the end of it. So this framework basically gives you that ability to give the ground truth, to see what you're seeing at the end of it. If it's not accurate, it gives you the ability to tune your AI so that you get the results that you're desiring before you roll it out there. So again, to me, this is a fundamental thing for any AI story. Without a system level QA, you cannot roll out an AI feature for CX automation. So the Prism framework allows you to do that. This is, again, one example of what it's doing for you. It's taking the query, it's going through the retrieval, it's trying to generate an answer, it's going through the conversations, all with the data that you've given us, and it's assessing, is the query vague? Am I retrieving the right content? Am I generating the right responses? Again, it's metrics that are industry defined, some that we've come up with. Is is it conversing correctly? Is it playing the right role? Is it asking the right follow-up questions? Is it giving you the right answer at the end of it? So all of that assessment in an automated way, end to end, is what the Prism Eval framework enables you. If you're interested, we are demoing it at one of the stations, and you can deep dive into this at that demo station. So this is another ingredient for your AI agent success story. And that's the last one I have. Now, you will see all of this in action, the AI agent for customer self-service with the IVA and a conversational AI agent on your website. You will see the AI agent for contact center and the AI for digital and voice demonstrated at the demonstration. And do stop by, and if you have any questions, I'm very happy to answer them. That was all I had to share for today. Thank you so much.